I've never actually had a character get resurrected, revivified, rezzed, brought back, anything. I've never had that happen to one of my characters. I don't actually know of anyone it happening to in a game, to be honest. Mostly because with a lot of the campaigns I've been in, or a lot of the campaigns I've run, death is hard and fast, or no one's actually picked a class that can revive someone, at least not quickly enough. I've had characters die multiple times. My original dwarf character died very heroically, saving the party from gnolls in a cave, and that was awful. So I think instead I'm going to talk about the death and resurrection of my first campaign I was a part of, which was the advanced Dungeons and Dragons 1E game, which never kind of ended. It just kind of went on. There was no real plot, there was no real story. It was just a bunch of us meeting in a bar, having some colas after college, and we would play for like 6-7 hours, drinking cola and ordering chips, playing until we all had to go home and catch our buses. And that was a really fun time for me. That was when I first started playing Dungeons and Dragons socially, and that campaign just fizzled out by the end of it because people moved away, people fell out, people lost contact, all sorts of reasons. So my original characters never got a true ending. Never. Richter Belmont never got to. No one ever found out what happened to the village he became the chancellor of. They never managed to get the message about Clay dying in the mine heroically to his family. Fenris was left in suspended animation outside of time. They never managed to solve the puzzle, and Kane wound up getting sent to a different dimension where the only thing he had was his sword, and that was it, because everything else got disintegrated with him. And because of that, they never got a true ending, or a true... I've always thought about those four characters over the years, because all my other characters eventually got an ending, got some kind of conclusion that I could leave. Then, when I started thinking about running a D&D 1E campaign for everyone, I realised this was my chance to give them the ending that I wanted. I could finally put those characters to rest. So this is me resurrecting a campaign I was part of to run a campaign to conclude the story of my four original Dungeons and Dragons characters. So that's their death and resurrection. And after the 1E campaign, it will be their death. They will not be aspects within a future game ever again. There we go. Bit serious, bit more serious than I expected. Jesus, this is a game and it makes people think stuff like this. Alright, thanks very much, guys. Please come back tomorrow, 12 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time, for how far you've come. Bye.